Good morning. Welcome back to What I Ate Wednesday. I've already had my coffee for the morning. I just had, did I have this last week? I don't remember. But I had the Dunkin' Donuts, I think this is just the original. Yeah, the original blend with my creamer. I can never remember the name of it. Toasted Marshmallow Mocha by Coffee Mates. So I had that this morning, and I'm about to get some breakfast. Chris is working from home today. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, Chris is working from home today, but he ran out to go get biscuits. I am not having a biscuit. I need to get back on track. I weighed myself this morning and I've gained 5 pounds in the last like month or so, month and a half. It's been fluctuating, but the last couple of weeks has just been bad. It just keeps climbing, and I was doing so good, and I feel crappy. I just feel blah, and my clothes are not fitting again, and that just brings me down even more because you don't feel comfortable, and it's just frustrating. So I'm getting back on track. I am actually gonna start tracking my food again like I used to do, but I got to a point where I was just doing really good without it. But I use my Fitness Pal. So I'm just gonna put all my food and everything in there. And do that. It's really dark and gloomy today, so the lighting is gonna be really off, which is why I'm going by the window. I just took my hair out. I like slept with it up all night, so now I've got this big like woo wave in there. But I actually have a hair appointment this morning at 11, so I need to get my breakfast and then start getting myself dressed and ready to go, because it's like I really need a haircut. The ends are really bad and it's getting super long and just unmanageable. So I think for breakfast I am going to do oatmeal. So what you doing? Usually I do the maple and brown sugar. I really like the maple and brown sugar. Oh no, I don't want that one. I don't like walnuts. So yeah, maple and brown sugar it is. What do you want? So I made the brown sugar and maple and brown sugar oatmeal, and I added 5 strawberries to it. And then I just have some microwave bacon. The bacon looks a little bit different. These bigger ones are from Kroger, and then that one is just one I had left over from Publix. So 3 slices is a serving, and 5 strawberries is a serving. And then I'm just going to drink my water. Okay, we are on the way to my hair appointment. I say we because Gunnar is with me. I was gonna leave him home with Chris, but Chris is working from home today and he's on the phone a lot, and I don't know. I just felt like I should probably bring him with me since that's what I was gonna do anyways. So I have like 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be there, which will be fine. But I did stop and get an iced coffee from Chick-fil-A. I was really wanting a Starbucks, but I don't have time for that, and there's not a drive-through Starbucks near us, or I guess on the way to where we're going. So I'd have to get out and go into a store to get it. And I'm not gonna do that when I have Gunnar with me. So I got a small iced vanilla coffee, and I normally get a large. I did go with the small this time because I'm trying to be good. I'm super tired though. I've not been sleeping well the last few nights. And I got the small this time because the last time I got a large and I went to my hair appointment, I didn't drink it a whole lot because I end up talking a lot. And it just goes to waste. So I went with the small, and it was only 160 calories, which is good. So I will have to plug that into my Fitness Pal. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my Fitness Pal. I've mentioned it over the years that I've been doing vlogging, and I really like it. I have used it pretty much since it came out. It has definitely evolved over the years. It is so much easier to use, and it is very user friendly. I will definitely say that, and there are so many more features to it now that are so much nicer than how it used to be. It used to be just basically you had to manually enter everything in, and now it has that scanning feature where you can scan the barcodes of the food that you're eating. So I know a lot of people use it. I know a lot of people use other things. I've tried other tools, and I just really like MyFitnessPal because it's just easy, you know, and I really like it. So basically all you do when you go in there is you put in your weight and your height and your goal weight and the time frame that you'd like to lose that weight, and it calculates out your calories. It also asks you for your like your activity level, and basically what it's looking for is really what do you do during the day for your job. For so long I was under the impression that you put in your fitness activity level. So I used to always be like, oh, well, I'm, you know, moderately active, so I would always put that. But that's not what it's looking for. It wants to know what you spend your day most of. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. It's looking for how you spend the majority of your day. There, I got it. Jeez. So like for me, I worked in HR before I became a stay-at-home mom, and yes, I was out a lot, like on the floor and talking to people and doing things, but a majority of my day was spent sitting behind a desk. I was in meetings all the time. I was meeting with employees, or I was, you know, on conference calls and whatnot. So I was considered sedentary, which when I made that transition from light to moderate active and went to sedentary, that was a game changer for me when I really started noticing the weight loss, because I was doing the wrong calories and I really wasn't losing the weight. So the way that it calculates out for me based on my height and my weight, somebody's going to sleep, is it says that I can do 1,200 calories per day. I have found that 1,200 is a little, like, I can do it, but it's a little like restrictive for me, and I usually do 1,300 calories per day. So even though when I'm logging all of my stuff, I always make sure that I'm adding on however many more calories I need to get to 1,300, because I don't know, and it works for me. Even though I'm not being super strict with it and doing the 1,200, 1,300 still works for me. I still lose a reasonable amount of weight. Usually when I stick to this, I lose anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds per week, which is very healthy, and it's a manageable weight loss. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit, because I really wanted to do a postpartum weight loss video and talk about all of those things, and I still might, because I've had a lot of people tell me I should, even though it's been 2 years, but I have really been able to keep the weight off. And even though I put 5 pounds on, I mean, that's still good. I'm still lower than what I was when I got pregnant, and obviously while I was pregnant. So, I mean, yeah. So, and you know, there are definitely some key things to talk about. So I don't know. I might do that video. I don't know. I feel kind of weird because I'm like, 2 years postpartum, so I don't really know if that's beneficial, but maybe it is. I don't know. I guess I struggle with, will people really take me seriously and think that information is helpful because I'm past that? But I guess maybe it would. I mean, I guess if I talk about like what worked and whatnot, because I feel like I've really gotten it down to a science, and I know for me what works and what doesn't work. And you know, everybody is different, every body is different, we all hold weight differently, we all lose weight differently. So I don't know. So what's really nice about MyFitnessPal is it tracks all of your exercise, it tracks your water intake, and of course then you put all of your food in. I also really love that not only can you scan in the barcodes of the foods that you're entering in, but you can also enter in your own recipes. You can save certain meal combinations. So for instance, for breakfast, I typically eat the same things over and over. Like I will I will have, like I did this morning, oatmeal with some fruit and bacon. Or I'll do avocado toast with bacon, you know, with a fried egg and bacon, or not bacon, but fruit. Or I will do scrambled eggs and bacon and fresh fruit. Those are usually the three things that I kind of bounce between. So I can save those as favorite meals, and it just automatically plugs it in for me, you know, on the days that I have that. It also, you can input your own recipes. For example, if I make meatloaf, I can put all of the ingredients in there and save it as meatloaf, and it calculates it out based on the servings and all of that. Like it calculates out the calories for me, and then it saves it. So I make meatloaf pretty regularly because it's one of Chris's favorites. It's a turkey meatloaf and it's so good. I need to make that for you guys one of these days and share that recipe because it's delicious. It's super moist and it's like really flavorful, and it's just a classic meatloaf recipe, but I use turkey burger and it's really good. So because I make that pretty regularly, I can just go in and plug it into my dinner and it saves. So yeah, it's just really cool. And then the other thing that's really cool about it is that if there's a website, so like I get a lot of meal ideas from Pinterest, like most of us do. So if there's a particular recipe that I get from a website, like for example, Skinny Taste. I love Skinny Taste. She has a really good website. She's very Weight Watchers friendly, which I'm not on Weight Watchers, but I do like a lot of her recipes, and I like how she calculates out a lot of the caloric information, like all the nutritional information as well. And she gives you like the points and that kind of stuff. So you can go to her website through their app and find the recipe, and it will automatically input all of the information for you and calculate it out and save it into your food log. So it's just really cool. It's really convenient. I think it's a really helpful tool, especially like the thing is though, like it helps you to stay accountable, but you have to keep yourself accountable. Like at the end of the day, like if I'm sneaking food and I'm not putting that, like if I have a handful of M&Ms today and I don't put that into my food log, then I'm really not being honest with myself, and I'm really not keeping myself accountable. So I don't know, you do have to be careful with that. Just like you have to literally put every little thing in there. Like if you chew a piece of gum, you need to put your piece of gum in there. So that is something, like if you're not one of those people that wants to be held accountable, then you're just not going to be successful in your weight loss journey. But I'm not doing this necessarily to lose the weight. I mean, I do weigh myself every single day just to kind of see. For me, honestly, it's more about I just feel blah. This last week, I've been really down and just kind of like depressed, and I feel sluggish and my clothes don't fit, and I think that's why I'm feeling down and just like blah, because my stuff is not fitting. I'm not comfortable. I'm not feeling confident again, and I just need to, I feel so much better when I am eating better. I just wanted to give you my little spiel on that. But we are at the salon now, so I will see you all in a little bit when I look a little different. Okay, so I got my hair cut and it feels so much better. But I am having lunch right now, and I'm sitting in the bed eating lunch right now. Our bed is unmade because I am washing the sheets, but I'm in here because Gunnar fell asleep on the couch and I didn't want to move him because yesterday he did not go down for his nap until like 4 o'clock. So I really just wanted him to sleep the full length, and I just left him there. And Chris is in there watching TV right now anyways, eating his lunch. So I came in here to have a little bit of me time and watch a TV show and eat my lunch. So I will show you really quick what I'm having. It probably looks disgusting, but I promise you it's really good. I made it yesterday. So this is, surprise, surprise, a lettuce wrap. And I did like a chicken Philly wrap. So basically it's just a little mayonnaise on the lettuce leaf. It's just a romaine lettuce leaf. And we did chicken breast. There's some mushrooms, some sliced green peppers, and then provolone cheese. And then I just have some baby carrots and some leftover guacamole because I don't want it to go bad. It's already starting to turn brown. So that is what I'm having. And then, of course, a Diet Coke. And that is it. So I took salmon out for dinner tonight and I'm kicking myself because I got the wrong kind. Normally we get like really big fresh salmon fillets, but they didn't have any like good ones at the store. Oh, you know what? I think we have salmon in the freezer now that I think about it. The fresh one. Oh well. So I ended up just buying like the frozen ones, and I got the ones with the skin on, which I don't like. Skin on fish grosses me out. It's disgusting. Which, I mean, we can peel it off, that's fine. But I'm gonna do salmon tonight and show you how I cook it because it's so easy and it's really, really delicious. And Gunnar has been obsessed with salmon lately. That's all he's been wanting. So I figured we'll have that tonight, and then maybe some roasted asparagus and something else. I don't know what, but I am just going to enjoy this little me time before I have to make the bed and pick up this disaster that my child made in my nice clean bedroom. That is life, right? So yeah. So for this really easy salmon recipe, you're going to need some brown sugar, ground cumin, and an orange. If you don't have an orange, you can also use orange juice as well if you have that on hand. I don't have exact measurements of the ingredients. I really just eyeball it every time I make it. But I think that I did around 5 to 6 tablespoons of brown sugar and dumped in some cumin and squeezed the juice of 1 orange. We had 5 frozen fillets. I took out 6 from the freezer, but one of them just didn't look very good. So this ended up being a good amount of mixture. It was a little bit more than what I needed, but I really like to baste the fillets with this mixture because it is so yummy. But basically you're just going to mix the brown sugar and the cumin together and squeeze the juice of the orange in there. Mix it all together until it forms a paste consistency, and then you are just going to baste that mixture onto the salmon fillets and pop them in a preheated oven at 425 degrees and bake them for about 12 minutes or until they are fully cooked. So here is what dinner looks like. I forgot to mention that I also seasoned the salmon fillets with salt and pepper as well, and then after they were cooked, I did end up putting some garlic salt on top because I forgot to add that. But I also roasted some asparagus and made some rice pilaf, and it was super yummy, very healthy, and also very filling. For my snack, I am having ice cream again, and this is just the chocolate chip and brookie ice cream from Kroger. They are some of my favorites. I really wanted some watermelon, but I did not want to be up going to the bathroom all night, so I settled on this and it was delicious. Okay guys, we are calling it a night. Thank you so much for watching another What I Eat in a Day video. Hope that you enjoyed it. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you want to continue seeing more What I Eat in a Day videos. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Thanks so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.